Hey guys, how's it going? Ois. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Yeah. I am a little tired. But, yeah. How's everybody's week been? Hi, Manual of Arms. Hi, Cutie Pie. Welcome. How's it going? Oh, let me post the fucking Aggie link. Let's go. Yeah. Yahoo. Alright, let's see. Send that. And then here. Pin that on the YouTube side. And is Twitch gonna let me pin things? Or is it going to be a bitch and annoy me again? It seems the answer is Stream Manager won't even load. That's crazy. Okay. We'll figure this out. That's weird. Why is that not loading? Weird. Well, oh, no, there it goes. Okay. But it still won't let me pin messages for some fucking reason. Am I dumb or something? Like, why? Whatever, this will work. There, fine. Okay. Do I just not know how to pin hold on, let me see. Twitch, how to pin messages. Okay, this is for pinning a message as you're sending it. I want, like, how do I pin someone else's message or like a message that's already sent? Is it an extension? Is one of my extensions that's breaking it? I got like Frankerface Z or whatever. Hi, VR and Juliet. How's it going? Welcome. I'm trying to figure out why Twitch won't let me pin messages. It's a very strange thing that's been repeatedly bugging the shit out of me. Okay, let's just disable this extension and see if the option comes back. Yeah, okay. So it's something with Frankerface C. Weird. Okay. Frankerface C can't pin messages. Well, it's listed as a closed issue on their GitHub, so Fuck, man, I don't know. Oh, well, okay, I guess it's just an open bug. Whatever. That's fine. Alright, let's see. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm a little... It's a little slow, not I'm a little slow. Although that is also true. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What did I do this week? Getting back on going to the gym. That's been good. I went to Costco and I got a haircut. Which I'm not going to show you because I don't do face reveals around here. But it was a good time. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I basically asked for a wolf cut because that's the thing nowadays. But because my hair is like pretty curly or wavy, it doesn't really look like a wolf. Most wolf, I don't know. It turned out good. I don't know if it was exactly what I was imagining in my mind, but it turned out really nice. It still doesn't look like the IRL. God, I wish I looked like this IRL. But yeah, and then immediately afterward, I went to Costco because it was on the way. It was on my way home, and it's the first time I've been to Costco in person as like an adult. Like my mom had taken me there plenty of times as a kid, but I'd never gone as, you know, a sentient human being making my own decisions. And so Costco's fucking amazing. Like, I got a hot dog. I got one. Their cookies are fucking crazy. Like I'm sad that they don't have the churros anymore because they have the cookies, but the cookies are really good. Like, they taste good, and also they're just fucking huge. Like, they're not like that crazy large in terms of diameter, but they're like 2 or 3 times as thick as a normal cookie. It's genuinely nuts. And obviously, like, it's $2.50 for the cookie and $1.50 for the hot dog plus drink. Like, come on, man. How can you say? And it's like a what's it? A quarter-pound hot dog? It's crazy. If Costco had chili dogs, I'd be done for, honestly. Because I prefer chili dogs against, like, I don't know, just regular hot dogs with mustard or whatever. I like meat. But yeah. But God, let me tell you, Costco is it's great, it's awesome, but it is so overwhelming. Like, not just the fact that there's a lot of people pushing like giant carts that you gotta like maneuver around and be mindful of traffic, but also just like the place is fucking gargantuan. You could make a back rooms out of a singular Costco. And like that's me with IKEA. Well, here's the thing. IKEA, they give you a map. Costco, you're on your own. It's fucking every man for himself out there. And so you have to, like, for me at least, if I don't want to wander around the halls waiting to get jump scared by fucking Springtrap Bonnie or whatever, I have to, like, find a salesperson who, like, doesn't look too busy, because I don't want to be a pain in their ass, and be like, hey, or not salesperson, like, you know, just a worker, and be like, hey, where the fuck are the paper towels? And they'll go, oh, you know, you go all the way to the back and it's on the right. And it's like, thanks, I appreciate that. But like the labels, that's my alarm for laundry. I need to get out of the dryer. But like, God, they don't even have like labels on the aisles. There's not signs or anything. You just kind of have to look and like guess the basic categorization and hope you get the right idea for most of it, right? Like, Costco needs needs like fucking Disney World You Are Here maps. Or just like a mini map HUD. I don't know. There needs to be some kind of navigational aid at Costco, because my ass is overwhelmed. Hey, Take Two, how's it going? Welcome. Okay. I will briefly be right back. Because I need to grab my fucking laundry. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, Sue's back. Yeah.
I forgot to unmute. I really thought I had unmute.
That explains the silence.
I must have missed it. Whatever. How are you tonight?
Yeah. Pretty good, you know? I'm just kind of like working on a bunch of stuff for Tuesday.
What's Tuesday?
Big things, big changes. I'm actually going to be movable in a way when it comes to like my image.
Oh, is it the new light today?
It's very much the new live 2D, yes.
Nice. That's good. That's fun.
Looking good so far.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. When I got into VTubing in like it was December 2020, I believe.
Oh God, what's the trend?
Yeah, no, I was. It's been a while. It's been like 4.5 years, but I'm trying to think. Were PNG tubers really a thing around that time?
Yes, I can damn well tell you that.
Okay, fair enough.
Hello, hi, I've been a PNG tuber for 4 years.
That's fair. Fair enough.
Honestly, it's amazing what you can do with just a PNG tuber alone. And honestly, I was kind of on the middle line of things, I'm gonna be real.
That's true. Yeah, I guess I was something like, I don't know. Back then, I started with just like it was a live 2D model. It was flawed in several ways, because I drew the model myself, but I did not really know best practices for how to like split layers and stuff like that, to make it like most easily riggable, and so. I think the rig guy I got at the time, who was not new, it was somebody else I can't remember the name of, but I think he did the best with what he was given, but it was not great. It wasn't ideal.
It's fair. It's always room for improvement when it comes to that project.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I don't know. Maybe I should have gone with a PNG tuber to start. It'd be a lot cheaper. But who knows?
Yeah, it definitely, like, it's one of the few things I recommend doing when it comes to like starting streaming. Start with a PNG, that way you don't have to spend too much money on something you may or may not continue with. Then get something bigger.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
granted, but I also recommend don't do what I did and wait 4 years for that change.
I mean, I don't blame you for that. That's not strange.
Yeah, just it definitely was really slow on the ball. To be fair, I was trying to get like a model way before. Hell, it was way before when the big. I was trying to make a joke here, but I can't make a joke. Yeah, it was before I transitioned.
Yeah, it's really funny to me looking back through like some of my old stuff, and I see your like pre-transition, like VTuber, and it's like, damn, that's.
Yeah, it's something to look at. To be real,
Yeah.
Ooh, I just want to punch him sometimes.
I mean, like, it wasn't a bad character design, but it's definitely a marked difference from now.
Ooh. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a marked difference.
You've gone into a very different sphere of content, I'll say that much. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. It's just this is like I don't know why. It's just really funny when it's just said outward, you know?
I'm just stating facts, ma'am.
And it's very true. I have no problem with this. It's so much
I don't
funnier
either.
when they're like,
But it's just very funny.
oh God. Yeah, no, I know it's been 4 years, but the more I say it, the more I start to realize, holy fuck, it's been 4 years.
Yeah, right? It's crazy.
Oh God, so much, like, so many things happen, and yet it also feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. It for me it doesn't so much feel like it's yesterday as much as it just feels like it's been forever. It's been eternal. I've been a VTuber since the day I was born, and I shall die one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me having a fucked up perception of time, especially when it comes to like memories.
I mean, if anything, very much can't blame you. It's just how it is. Again, I just like, God, some things just feel so recent, others feel so far away. Oh, God, but like, yeah, no, 4 years, I mean, all in all, still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we're still here.
Mm.
What do you mean?
No, I was saying, mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I think the mic might have cut you off.
Yeah, to be fair, that noise I made was just weird in the first place. But yeah, no, like, God, that's something to talk about. Just like all the people that got and went throughout this like whole career thing.
Yeah.
It is something that can happen, and it's very scary of how fast it can be. Yeah, how's everybody's Friday going? You know, we having a chill one. We doing well. Playing any good games recently?
I did an impromptu stream of, was that last night that I did that, or was it the night before? I streamed. I think it was yesterday night. I streamed Fight Night.
Ooh, nice. Liking it?
It's definitely fun. It's got fucking game feel juice to the max.
Oh hell yeah!
But like, it's also very dedicated to being old school in some ways that are kind of irritating. Like,
old school jank difficulty.
A little bit, not really difficulty, but just like frustration. Like, you have to manually go back to the hub area, like backtrack, in order to save, which, it's not that bad because you can basically get there from the like entrance to any level, pretty much is the way I put it. But it's still a pain in the ass to not have any kind of autosave or checkpointing feature.
Yeah, it does sound like it would take a minute.
There's also just all the fights are random encounters, which there's no option to run, and there's no like escape rope kind of equivalent. So it can get, if you're trying to solve a puzzle or just kind of lost trying to figure out what to do, it can get real annoying real quick, especially with some of the different like enemy arrangements can be like, it feels like they're designed to piss you off sometimes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's about how I put it.
Yeah, I think I own the game, but I haven't actually like played it yet. Which, you know, coming from me, not too surprising considering how much I get on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, I also have a gigantic Steam library full of games I have 0 hours in. Like,
let's see, what's a good game that I have but haven't played yet? I haven't played much of. I haven't played much of EDF 6 yet. It's a pretty neat game from what I've seen. There is just like one problem, that is the grind is even worse compared to regular EDF standards.
Oh boy, I would not know. I've never played those games.
They're pretty B grade horror movie-esque good. I mean, if you like plowing down a bunch of enemies, then, you know, pretty good.
What's your opinion on, oh my god, what's it called? Fucking, not Planet Side. Oh my god. For Super Earth fucking game. What is that?
Helldivers.
Helldivers, thank you. I can never remember the name of that game for some reason. What do you think of it?
In my personal opinion, Helldivers was like really good when it came out, and I was just like, it was so great. And then everything changed when PlayStation made the worst decision of their lives. It luckily like kind of bounce back from that, and I generally say it's a pretty neat multiplayer game when you get the chance to play it. I sadly can't run it fully well on my computer yet, but the times I did get to play it, it was a really fun multiplayer game. And it can be difficult, but damn well is it rewarding when you can finally get through a level.
That's fair. I don't know. Because I'll be honest, I didn't really like it that much.
Which I can't blame you, because I'm gonna be honest, it's also one of those type of games where if you had this in 2 other games, you'd probably be fine with your life. You could get more, but hey, these could handle you for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. The live service stuff always kind of turns me off, but it's also just like I felt like the game was kind of only fun with friends. At least in my opinion. And like at that point, like if the only value it's getting is when you have other people, like you can play fucking big rigs over the road racing with friends and have fun. You know what I mean? Like you can any game with friends is fun. So why should I play this particular game if it's only fun with friends? Exactly.
So I do see your point when it comes to that, and yeah, no, that is like a big drawback.
Yeah, I couldn't. The controls were kind of weird for me as like an FPS player. I just couldn't really get the hang of it. I like doing solo hell dives. I play with friends. Yeah, I tried playing solo, but I don't know. It got kind of boring and repetitive real fast. And maybe part of that is just that I hadn't done any kind of grind to unlock weapons yet, but also that's kind of a point against it, is having to grind to unlock weapons. I don't know.
Honestly, if anything, thinking about it now, you probably would like Space Marine a lot more than just Helldivers.
Maybe.
Because
I know nothing about 40k, I'll be real.
Yeah, no. Same here. All I know is War is hell and orcs are funny.
True.
But with Space Marine 2 especially, it's just like the single player content is definitely a lot better than like, a lot like really good compared to like, other games kind of similar in the vein of just killing a horde of enemies.
God, I wish Payday 3 was good.
Oh, my heart.
I'm glad we still have Payday 2, but...
Oh, thank God, yeah.
Oh, Payday 3. That... I was rooting for it so hard.
Okay.
Fucking Deep Silver.
Yeah, no, I was just like... I'm just questioning Deep Silver right now, because you're mean to tell me they're basically making the same game again, but this time you just can't run it on those things. And... they're releasing the same content again.
I see the releasing the same content. I don't have an issue with, because it's the fundamental systems of Payday 3. Like even it's the same levels. Like I think the best thing in Payday 3, as compared to Payday 2, is the stealth mechanics. I think those are a lot better than 2. Broadly, level design is another thing, but just in terms of the fundamental mechanics of how you go about, like, how you can deal with guards, how you can, how you're a lot more mobile and flexible, how you have the option to do way more stuff without even putting your mask on. I find that really interesting. There's a lot of really neat stuff about the stealth system in Payday 3.
Gotcha.
And I think I can't really make any points in favor of the loud combat, though. Like the skill tree is kind of a mess, and weapon balance is all over the place. And plus, like, I don't like the way they're handling weapon modifications, because for one thing, for some reason they went back to just like random bars, which is like how it was at the start of Payday 2's life. It was just like there were like just bars for different attributes, that you kind of have to just eyeball, and it's not entirely clear which one does which or what each means. And for some reason, they went back to that for Payday 3. Maybe they changed it. I haven't paid attention to the game in a long while. But it's frustrating because it's really opaque, and it's really hard to tell what certain things actually functionally do. And also, it's like extra opaque because it's not like, oh, if you have 100 stability, or like if you deal 100 damage, you'll be in the middle of the range, and that'll be true across every weapon. Like, different categories of weapon have like different scales and like for the bars, so it's really hard to cross compare. Like, the middle of the bar on a regular pistol, like the Glock equivalent or whatever, might be like 35 damage, but then middle of the bar on like a revolver or a Magnum type gun might be like closer to 80 damage or something. It's just really opaque. And like, my bigger issue, I think, is just that the customization of all the weapons is basically the same. Like, you have to grind with the specific weapon to unlock each of their mods, kind of just in a random order, based on whatever the devs felt like giving you. But it's all the same mods, and the same, like, visual models for it, too, for the most part. Like, all the stocks are the same, which I like. Oh my god. That's just a bugbear of, like, stop fucking putting M4 stocks and everything. I hate it. Don't put a fucking buffer tube on your Mac 10. It looks disgusting. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked.
It's completely fine. I was gonna make a joke saying, "But Penny, it's for the freedom of choice."
Pain. But yeah, it just, like, the skills system is, it's just really out of whack. It's not very well designed. And like, the skill system in Payday 2 had its issues, especially on launch, but like, Payday 3, it just feels very aimless in terms of some of the design. And it's a lot of stuff where it's like, it just feels unfinished.
Yeah,
or like not fully committed to being one way versus the other.
It's definitely having that problem, and again, I don't know, just because, like, with the way it's handling itself, it just basically makes me feel like, oh, we're trying to get the hype back again, like we did kind of in 2, which is generally how good it kind of felt.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing that a little too literally, because, again, it just feels like we're getting the same content from 2, but just now for a new game, just as more prettier and slightly fixing some problems while also making new ones.
Yeah, I think it was really the combination of things that's really killing Payday 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's both that it launched very much underbaked and like without a ton of content, or like even just like quality of life. Like, the UI was very clearly unfinished when it launched, and like a lot of stuff was just unfinished. But that would have been less of a killer if not for the always online and the server issues at launch. Because when you're struggling to get into a game, and once you get in, the game's kind of mid, why bother? Get a refund. You know,
exactly.
that unless you're like a diehard fan like I was, who was willing to stick through it and just pray things got better, there's no reason to continue. And it's just like, it's very frustrating.
It was actually really scary.
It could have survived like maybe one of those issues in isolation, but altogether, it's hard to see much of a path forward.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope someone figures out how to do what Payday 3 was trying to do better.
One of these days, but
or maybe they'll
actually,
turn it around. But I'm not putting any bets on that.
Actually, on that note, speaking of which, because it's reminding me of just like the bigger problem as a whole when it comes to the gaming market as of late.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. If shit doesn't change for the better, we might have another crash on our hands for like the AAA market.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. It depends on. I don't want to get too much into the economics talk, but like, I kind of feel like we might be on the verge of some kind of crash anyway, if not because of the tariff situation, then just like the AI tech bubble. Because I feel like that's got to be bursting at some point. I don't know when, because you can never tell with this kind of thing, but there's just too much money going into that without any kind of clear return.
Yeah.
And all these like big 7 tech companies are so overvalued. Mods, kill!
Mods, kill that fucker.
Hi, Jackalope Studio, how's it going?
Jack. But yeah, no, it's it fucking sucks. On the better end of gaming, I mean,
thank you for the follow, Jackalope. How's it going? Welcome.
When it comes to the indie game scene, we've definitely been seeing a very good rise when it comes to just like the production value as a whole. Fucking God, the amount of games I can mention when it comes to it.
Yeah, indie games is where it's at, honestly. If you just want the good shit, and you don't want to have to worry about, I don't know, $80 price tags.
Oh boy,
or 90 for physical. Yahoo!
Oh boy, I can pay $80 for a game that's probably not going to be finished, let alone has so many downloadable content that's probably going to cost me a mortgage to pay for.
Yeah.
Or I could spend $40 for one game that has 4 campaigns, challenge mode, and in-game cheats. Also, fucking a whole fighting game in it. This is a reference to Shovel Knight, by the way. I just like $40.
Is that $40?
It is $40 for 4 campaigns, a fighting game, a challenge mode, and just like a bunch of other stuff in it. Depending on the version, you get more content or less.
Huh.
Yeah. Like, God. But yeah, no, like, if anything, if you were kind of not liking the way modern gaming is going when it comes to AAA stuff, definitely play indies. You'll have more fun and a better wallet at that point.
Or
not if you look me.
Bust out the fucking emulator-tron and play some older games. Like, get on some fucking PCSX 2. The PS2 is where it's at, man.
Actually, speaking on that, the fucking PS2 emulator at the moment is... It's so good. Like, I don't know what happened, but they quite literally changed it up so well that most games will run on it without a problem.
Nice.
Like, you could generally play, like, the classics without having it that bad of a stuttering problem or just whatever. It's really good.
Yeah, like fucking play Ape Escape 3, Xenosaga. I mean, Silent Hill 2 and 3, and 4.
And if you're like me, you play Ratchet and Clank, and that's tricky.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a Tony Hawk on there.
There's a few.
There's a few.
Is bad time to mention I suck at Tony Hawk.
It's fine. I think the only skateboarding game I've played was Atari's Backyard Skateboarding for Windows.
Oh.
As a kid.
You know, that is a skateboarding game, so can't complain.
God. That game... That's one of those games that you just have memories of, you know? Like just... That game was not good, but it was It's imprinted into my brain because of how much time I spent in it.
Mm.
And then I downloaded it recently, or I don't know, not recently, but like I downloaded it and found out there was an entire like other level that I just never got as a kid, which they like added later at some point.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
It's always funny like seeing your like your established like thoughts about how something is. Your memories about how something is from being a kid, and then going back to it and being like, hold on, I was completely missing something, or like I was completely wrong about this thing. Like going back and trying something that you like gave you fucking nightmares as a kid, or was like extremely difficult, and being like, this is fine. I remember, you know what fucking. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, you first. You're the host.
I feel like I've been talking over you a lot.
Don't worry about it, hon. It's fine.
Okay, if you say so. You know what game scared the shit out of me as a kid for no good reason?
What game was it?
It was Jimmy Neutron.
Like the first Jimmy Neutron game? That's just so bad.
I can't remember which one.
I want to hope it's Attack of the Twonkies at least.
It was like a very early PC one where you like wandered around and you like picked up stuff.
Oh god, it is actually the first. Okay, so
no,
it's
yeah,
so
it's the first one, I think.
It's so weird hearing like somebody actually playing the Jimmy Neutron games like that.
Yes, it was the first one. It was Jimmy Neutron, fucking boy genius. Because I remember there was like some hidden thing, like you opened the fireplace in Jimmy's house and there was like a teleporter to some alien planet or something. And I remember that scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the hell is out here? I'm scared. I don't want to do this anymore.
You know, honestly, real.
And of course the piano from Mario 64.
Ah, yes. Gotta love the piano.
Bow, 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 bow.
But, actually, speaking of things... So, this isn't, like, giving me nightmares in the sense of scares, though I do have a moment like that, but just for, like, a weird... Because I watched this one video, which was just, like, all about, like, terrible game endings.
Mm-hmm.
But on the sense of games that gave me, like, fucking nightmares playing through... see, as a kid, I fucking outsmarted GameStop employees by putting a fucking code that I found behind this one desk to make it 20% off, and got a DMC collection for that. Yeah, no, that shit actually happened, and once I got home and played like the DMC collection, I played through 1, enjoyed myself because 1 is just, you know, that kind of good for now. And I played through 2, fucking hated 2, and then when I got to 3, I gave up. Couldn't even pass, like, the first mini-boss of that.
I have never played the Devil May Cry games.
I'll keep that noted to fix that issue in a little.
Listen, I know the memes. I know Virgil, like, I am the storm, it is approaching, all that stuff. You know, he's got 2 pistols, he eats pizza. He's naked, but he's jumping through the air, getting, like, with the jukebox going or whatever. That's cool. I don't know.
Yeah, Wacky Wahoo Pizza Man.
Yeah, Wacky Wahoo Pizza Man. I was supposed to be the one to fill your dark soul with light, etc.
Yep.
But like, I don't know. I'm just not much of a person for character action games, I don't think.
That is really fair, and I'll be honest with you. 1 is starting to age to, like, the DMC games are starting to age in a sense. Like, 3 is kind of timeless. I can see it. 4 is easy to play, and I actually kind of recommend 4 in a lot of places because you can kind of jump into that one without knowing the previous games. And 5 has all the details on the previous games if you just want to hop into the one with the best gameplay so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like My brain just does not cooperate with having to figure out all these combos and stuff. Which is funny because I like fighting games a lot, but I don't know. When I play a game, I want to be good at it, and it feels like the barrier to entry for being really good at like a character action game is a lot higher. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. Like, there's a lot more. It's like, how should I put it? Because there's a lot. It's a lot smaller when it comes to your room for error. If that makes sense. Like, it depends heavily on like the game, but like Devil May Cry, especially like 3, does require you to kind of master the game in order to really do some of the technical shit and get through it on harder difficulties. That said, I don't know what was going on with me the one day I played Devil May Cry 3 on stream, but I beat it in 7 hours in one go.
Oh my god.
For my first time. I am what you would like to call the not okay.
Listen, the first time I played Metal Gear Solid 2, I beat that game in a single 13-hour sitting.
Holy moly.
Like, I binge shit. Like, I have several, like, 11, 12, 13-hour streams you can go back and watch. That's just how I function. Sometimes it's hard for me to, like, get going on something, but once I'm in it, I'm in it until it's done. You know? Like, that's me with games, that's me with anime, that's me with, like, projects, that's me with everything.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh, you know what? No, I lied. I did play one DMC game. DMC Devil May Cry, baby.
God fucking damn it, you could have said that. You could have said the mobile games and I would have been fine.
I have less than 2 hours in it.
Yeah, that sounds about the appropriate answer. You want to know what's funny about those games too?
What's that?
If you were to have gotten this game on PC, you would not have gotten the update that just turns it into a better game.
Really? Huh?
Capcom released a remastered version for consoles, PS4 and Xbox One, but not re-release it on PC, which is just mind-boggling because the versions on console have lock-on and better gameplay.
Huh.
Yeah, no, Capcom is... This is not the first time Capcom did something like this, but God, I hope it's going to be the last. Probably not, considering DMC 5 also had a similar treatment.
Boy.
Yeah, they just completely left out a mode that's exclusive to the PS5 and only the PS5.
Why?
Because console exclusivity...
Console exclusivity is going the way of the fucking dodo, man. Like,
Really.
Xbox doesn't even care about it anymore. And I mean, PS5 barely has any exclusives. Like, they got the Demon Souls remake, and like, I don't know, Horizon Zero Dawn or whatever.
Actually,
whatever the subtitle is for the newest one.
Yeah, I think that one's on PC actually.
One of them is. I think the earlier one is, but I don't think the most recent one is.
Okay, yeah, I think one's available on PC. Like the
I
first
think
one's
they've been kind of doing this thing where they release the older one on PC to like try and drum up interest for the newer one that stays exclusive to PS5. I think.
Which, like, they shouldn't bother trying, considering all the times they release a PC port, it's not good. Or not the great version of the game you can play. A good example with this, The Last of Us remaster. Okay, I promise you. I know Last of Us status, but like I promise you, it somehow gets worse.
Okay.
So when they re-release Last of Us on PC, it is just such a broken mess, or it was such a broken mess that the game barely even ran. The game could barely even ran on like most computers, and let alone if it did, you would have the fun issues of like the models glitching out whenever they feel like it.
Oh boy.
Yep. And then you got Spider-Man 2, where it just resets your entire save file if you're not lucky enough.
Woof.
Yeah, PlayStation should never be left in charge of making PC ports. Can't wait for Bloodborne PC, where everybody's gonna complain about that not being able to run.
Haven't they gotten Bloodborne working on PC?
Oh my god, they did.
I haven't tried it. I don't know if it's publicly available, but I saw that apparently they've got it working, including like 60 FPS patch and stuff.
Yeah, they did. Oh my god, right. We already do live in an era where Bloodborne can actually run on PC. This is a good time to mention that limited run sucks ass.
Like,
the company Limited Run, yes.
Really? Why?
Yes. I think it's already a little obvious with just the fact that, in most terms, when they get the access to make a physical form of an indie game, they only make it for a limited time. That's it. It's gone for good.
I mean, yeah, that's not the best thing, but I think that may be just like an economic thing, Like,
of course, it's an economic thing, and
because they're going to be in lower demand generally, and they tend to include like some kind of bonus goodies as well. It's usually not just the game, or at least you can get more than just the game.
Yeah,
that's what I got with when I got the Missing, that limited run. It came with like an FK plushie, and some other cute stuff, some stickers. It was nice. I think limited run is more. It's not really about having the physical copy, because I don't know. I feel like a lot of those games you can get DRM free, like if you get it off GOG or whatever. But
you can easily fucking get these games, and it's
more about supporting the devs, I think.
Yeah.
And having a physical thing for your collection, which is not something that is that commonly pursued these days. Like, just due to the conveniences of digital games. So, I feel like having it be limited, and so they don't have to maintain production for all these different random games that they might get, like, 2-digit numbers of orders in a year. I don't know.
Right, but I don't know, because the thing is, with the games that they do get, because I want to remind you, they were the people that were responsible for making physical versions of Persona 4 and 3 for the Switch, which, those are pretty big games already, but it would be fine if they actually just ship these out to some people. It takes years for some of these games to get shipped out to people. I remember a friend tried to buy the Scott Pilgrim collection, and that one took so long they almost gave up on it.
Huh? I will say that it was not my experience, but I also I had one of the earlier ones, so.
Yeah, I feel it's starting to become a more modern issue when it comes to it, because before they didn't have this big of a problem, but legitimately now it's quite awful, and I have experienced the firsthand of it, to say the least. Not fun.
Well, fair enough.
Okay. Again, if anything, it's really cool when these games get a digital. Oh yeah, that's actually another point that I forgot to mention. Some cases where these games may have a physical or digital version, because not everyone kind of gets a digital version.
Huh?
Yeah, there was a couple of games that just don't have this digital version for said console, and that can suck a little bit. Some of them.
Weird.
Oh god, there's a few times where I've seen it, but it's just, it's nothing too big.
Huh. I wonder if I should start doing these on Saturdays.
I mean, Saturdays you work. Oh, I mean, well, what's your time when it comes to Saturdays?
I've got too much on my hands. It's not a difference to me. It's more about like other people's availability.
Gotcha. Maybe you could do a poll about it for the place.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe I'll just do another Denny's. Do another Dead Mall tomorrow. You didn't hear that. We're not infringing on fucking Power Nelson IP or Denny's IP. Power Nelson doesn't own Denny's. Whatever. Fuck it.
Not yet.
Not yet. Who knows? No, maybe I'll just do another one tomorrow and see if more people show up.
Gotcha. If anything, I am free tomorrow.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be better availability for people because it's the weekend. Like even if they're not free Saturday.
Yeah.
What's the right? What sign are you in front of? Oh, whatever do you mean, dear viewer? It's pennies.
Yeah,
Legally distinct pennies.
Penny. I was almost going to say a slogan that was not close to Denny's. I think I was gonna say the Red Robin slogan.
Does Denny's even have a slogan? What is their slogan?
No, it does not. I don't think they do. Okay, now I actually have to look this up. Does Denny's have a slogan?
Yeah.
Actually, here's a good question for all y'all. What's your go-to breakfast meal?
See, for me, breakfast is just whatever I eat. I don't have particular preferences when it comes to breakfast as much. But I don't know. I can get down with like a bowl of like. There's this one local place, or maybe it is a chain. I don't know. But they have it's like breakfast potatoes with like chicken tenders, like kind of loosely chopped up, and then like chicken chorizo, and then like black beans and like queso, with like an egg on top. And they call it like I forget what it's called. It's the something hash bowl. It's really fucking good. It's good.
It does sound really good. I have technically like two types of breakfasts. Like I could either go for like either sweet or salty, but basically grits, eggs, sausage for one, or pancakes, eggs, and sausage for the other.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I changed my answer. Fucking bacon, egg, and cheese on everything bagel.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm a huge bagel sandwich proponent.
Oh, there was actually this one friend that I knew when I was when I was in school. He always got like a chopped cheese for his breakfast sandwich.
You know, I don't think I know what chopped cheese actually is.
It's basically a Philly cheesesteak, but like kind of chop up the burger meat into like what would be the simplest way to describe it? Like, you know, yeah, it's just like it's literally a Philly cheesesteak, but you just kind of like chop up the meat into like bits and kind of put shredded cheese over it. Literally a burger, but just kind of messier, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good.
It's cheeseburger stir fry.
I don't know how to feel about that, but yeah. I don't.
Is it not?
My fucking. Actually, you can't say these things to a New Yorker. That's how you reset their brain.
I just took a screenshot on you.
God, I felt the soul leave my body in that moment. It's a very strange concept to me. God, should I show you like an image of it real quick?
I've looked up what a chopped cheese is now. I see.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was on a sandwich. You didn't specify
Yeah,
that
no,
part.
I forgot to mention that it's on a sandwich, like it's on a like
that's
hero roll.
I was thinking just like in a bowl.
Honestly, you could probably make it into like a bowl. Like there's burger bowls like that, you know?
Sure.
Oh god, my soul left my body that moment. Oh god.
Did I talk about why my friend is forcing me to go get Mexican food?
Oh my god, please tell me why.
It's
I need to know
because I'm not sure if I mentioned this before on a dead mall, but it was because I was like, what's the difference between a soft shell taco and a burrito?
Okay, so good news. You did mention this on.
Okay, I thought so. I couldn't remember. I can never remember what I brought up on this. We don't need to relitigate this. This.
Oh, you sure? I feel like, you know.
I'm good, man. I get it. I get it. All right, like it's a different arrangement of fillings. You know, it's fucking whatever, dog. I don't care. It's fine.
Oh god, oh please, I hope somebody did clip or save that fucking thing, because that was a fun time explaining that.
Fuck.
Oh god, actually,
I mean, the VOD's up on YouTube.
That is true. Okay, so now I actually kind of want to like spice up the food takes a little bit.
Okay.
So pizza.
Mm-hmm.
What is your preferred topping, and what is the topping you generally do not like?
I'll be real, I'm a basic bitch. I just go for pepperoni every time.
Can't blame my pepperoni, you know?
Yeah. Like pepperoni or cheese.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm not particularly adventuresome when it comes to pizza. The most out there I've gone was like an Alfredo pizza with like grilled chicken.
You know, fair. If anything, like when it comes to like pizza, that I eat, it's literally I thought of this. It's literally just a supreme pizza, but without like the onions or green peppers. So it's just pepperoni, mushrooms, and olives.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Now, if there's a pizza I will fucking despise, or topping I will despise, no matter what, you will never get me to like anchovies. I don't know how that.
I knew you were gonna say anchovies.
How did that become the standard of fish on pizza?
I don't like any kind of seafood, honestly.
You know, fair.
I feel like I also talked about this last time.
You might have, so like not even shrimp.
Shrimp, the taste is fine, but the texture is very like squidgy, and I don't like that.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Here's my. I have two fucked up takes.
Mm-hmm.
They're both related to hot dogs.
Okay, I think I know this, but go for it.
1. Mayo is really good on hot dogs, especially if they have like some kind of meat element like bacon. If you have like a bacon dog, you put mayo on it, it's really good. Mayo is like, it's a better condiment than mustard or ketchup. Don't at me.
Oh damn, they got updated. Okay, because I remember you said like, you didn't like ketchup on it. Now mustard, I don't know. Mustard is like
Mustard's
something
like
I use.
Mustard is the thing I will take because it's like the thing that is standardly offered. If I can get mayo, I will get mayo because mayo is fucking great.
True. Oh, especially Kewpie mayo, if you can.
The other, my other take about hot dogs. Chili dogs are best cold, out of the fridge.
You know, I can fucking feel that.
Because the chili dogs make fantastic leftovers. Because when you have it in the fridge for a little bit, the chili kind of sets a little bit, the flavors melt a little bit, and it gets way easier to eat because it's not constantly dripping fucking everywhere. And you can just consume it, and it's good. And it takes the mess out of it. And like hell, you could like, because the chili is now set and it's not, and you don't have to precariously hold it like you're trying to fucking balance. I don't know. I'm just, you know that one mini game in WarioWare for the Wii when you're balancing the fucking building blocks on the plate. I don't know that, but with a chili dog, like since you're not doing that, you can like dip it in sauces very easily. You can just rotate it, and put it in there.
Ooh, true.
Get at it. Hot dog hot take on peanut buttered toast?
Okay, hang on. Look, I know it sounds off, but hear me out.
Oh.
Hear me out. The nutty flavor of it could actually kind of blend well with most meats. Like it's something you don't think would taste well, but generally like because like there's foods that have like nut or meat kind of like in it, but like generally it is a pretty good combination. Yeah, see like peanut oil or peanut sauces.
I guess, I don't know. I just feel like texture wise.
Oh yeah, it probably would be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, like that is. I don't want my hot dog to be sticky and dry.
So I mean, now thinking about it, I don't know because like technically, okay, peanut butter. I tried
like peanut butter
it
and
once.
stir fry like that. That's yeah, fucking. I will fuck up some. Oh god, what's it called? The Chinese dish.
Know what you're talking about. Give me 1 second.
It's not kung pao chicken. It's not.
No, not kung pao chicken.
What the hell is it called? I took Chinese for like 3 years. I should remember this.
I think it's sesame peanut stir fry.
There's like a specific name. What the hell is it called?
Satay.
Maybe. Oh no, it is kung pao chicken. It's
Oh.
the Chinese is like gong bao ji ding.
Oh, kung pao.
It has peanuts in it.
Okay.
That is in fact what I was thinking of. Whoops.
You
General
wanna-
So's I think was what my brain was like going. That's not it.
Ah, gotcha.
Cross wires.
This will be a horrible thing. So, you know Elvis Presley, right?
I know of him.
Yeah. You want to know what's a common sandwich he has eaten?
I like you say has eaten as if he's still at it.
Well, I mean, he's probably still eating it in somewhere, you know, where he ended
Sure,
up.
we're not gonna get metaphysical tonight. What did he used to eat?
Okay. He used to eat peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwiches.
Huh.
I tried one of these. I'm not gonna lie, I can see why this motherfucker died as he lived.
God.
These things are pretty good.
Yeah.
I needed to try one just to see if it was kind of worth it. And honestly, again, it kind of shows like, yeah, peanuts can actually blend well with like meat.
Yeah. That kind of makes sense in terms of flavor profile. It's just like, I don't know why I would choose to seek that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it feels like something you definitely like just randomly come across, or if those are the only food items you would have, then you know, yes,
Yeah.
that could be a meal.
That's college culinarian in.
Mm.
Let's see. What was I thinking about? hot dogs, peanuts, cheese. Oh. Cutie Pie is drawing like Penny model on the Aggie, and it reminded me of just sometimes I think about the fact that I just randomly went, hey, let's have some asymmetry on the legs. I'm gonna put a knee pad on my left leg, and some indeterminate amount of time later, that was the leg that ended up being broken, and the leg that I wear a knee brace on sometimes today is just the one that my model happened to have a fucking knee pad on.
Can't believe they draw in the future.
Serendipity.
I mean, hey, at least just one step closer to your VTuber model.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Gotta be more in line till it's nothing but the real you, you know? I
do have those S-cup. Those
exactly.
S-cups from fucking that. My God, the props to the fucking fans who got me those off Throne. I don't put myself out there very much in terms of as a sexual object. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with that kind of attention, but like that felt nice. I appreciated the support. I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have a hard time gauging comfort level when it comes to sexual stuff.
I mean, fair enough. It does take a while to learn, and trust me, it took me a while. I will say, if anything, the best way to just say it is you're thankful for them wanting to support stuff that you would kind of feel good about. May not too good to fully explain on stream, but just generally something that just would make you happy, and let alone helping you keep on moving forward with your life.
Yeah.
You're very much appreciative of them.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Hi, Crimson Galway. We're talking about fucking... I don't know. We're not talking about fucking. Hold on.
Not here. No.
That was a speech filler. That was not a verb. I don't know. We've been talking about weird foods. We're talking about video games. We're talking about limiter runs, and then we were talking about somehow the conversation pivoted to Oh, I remember how we got here, but it's not. It's too convoluted. Whatever. Talking about sexuality and stuff. I guess. I don't know. The way I've kind of towed the line with Penny is that fan art is fine because that's Penny. That's not me.
Right.
It's me, but it's there's enough of a degree of separation there for that to still be something I'm comfortable with, and people looking at that and going, yeah, it's hot or whatever. There is a Penelope Parabellum tag on Rule 34, and it has exactly one entry. I don't know who put that up there, but it exists. But the way I've kind of towed the line with Penny is there's that, and then anything that's actually that I'm engaging in, I don't know, the boob physics on my model. I've kind of always positioned that in terms of, I don't know, sex comedy. It's more meant to be funny than it is something you're meant to ogle at, I guess.
Is this a bad time to say that when you said sex comedy, I immediately thought of Family Guy?
I'm sorry. I don't think that counts.
To be fair, it's adult content and comedy at the same time.
That's clearly not. I'm talking about fucking Golden Boy or whatever. That's
I know.
Family Guy. Kick rocks.
Look, I'm already kicking rocks with the way I'm going in life.
What does that mean?
I have no idea, to be honest, but
That sounds like the tee up to like a CBT joke.
And you... wait, okay, wait a minute. You said CBT, didn't you?
Yeah.
For a minute, I heard CBS, the channel, like...
Let's see. Cliff Johnson here reporting for CBS News. There's cock and ball torture afoot in New York City. What the fuck are we talking about?
We were talking about, like, you know, this type of comfortability you have, and, you know, yes,
sure,
sex comedy,
yeah, fucking whatever.
which, of course, yeah, no, like, sex comedy, of course, makes sense, and yeah, I can very much see it. I feel like, how should I put it? Because, like, you definitely do good with it. You want to see a little bit more comedy, I guess. I don't know.
Sorry, what'd you say? I didn't catch that.
I want to see a little bit more comedy.
God.
Where's the ha-has?
This just got blocked? Oh, 1 second. Let me look at that.
Oh,
Twitch Automod is very funny.
I know they generally, like, tell you, are you sure you want to post this? Usually than just, like, blocking the message outright.
Twitch doesn't like... There's a lot of words Twitch doesn't like, including autist. As an autistic person, I think autist is a funny word, and I like using it.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I am... If you can't tell by the RDBC I am holding, I am also a fellow gun autist.
We gotta love it.
Mm-hmm. I don't actually own an RDBC in real life. I own just the regular RDB, but I thought, like, the RDBC, it looked more interesting and had cozier vibes. Something about, like, the more, like, traditional hunting stock kind of profile to it felt cozier than, like, you know, just a pistol grip rifle or whatever. And also, like, the shape of it fit very nicely into, like, the rest of the silhouette of the PNG, you know?
Yeah, I get that. I definitely need to, like, mention something for here.
Yeah. That one PNG you had was very funny. How well it lined up. Y'all got a server? I do in fact have a server. Where did I put the link? Oh, I think I have it in my Twitter bio. Hang on.
Yeah, it's in the About section.
Yeah. Oh, let me move you. Adjust that. Here it is. There is the... Oh, it's a Twitter link, whatever. That's the Discord invite link for my server. I hope you enjoy your stay.
It's a good place to be in.
Thank you. I'm trying to think. What else? I've been thinking a lot about my next model revision. I don't... It's not gonna be ready for a fucking minute. Are y'all friendly? I don't know. I don't really care about it. I do not partake. I don't know. As long as it's not, like, anything that can get me in trouble, I don't particularly care, I don't think. Shrug. I'm not a drugs person, I'll be real.
Yeah, that's kind of fair.
I don't even hardly drink alcohol.
See, that's like the thing with me. I do drink more than I would smoke. Well, for a multitude of reasons. Aspen would do that to you.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I could take, like, edibles, but honestly, I feel like drinking is a little bit easier than anything. And plus, the last time I took an edible, I fucking didn't know it was one.
That's not good.
Yeah, this is why you read your packaging, people.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just... I've never had weed or any other kind of drug. The only thing I've had is alcohol, like very sparsely. Like for special occasions or for the funny every so often. And that's about it.
Of course. It takes me like a good bit to drink. I'd be thinking like, man, I would love a drink, but I never actually like do it. If anything, I try to save it for like really special events. So probably next weekend is going to be when I do it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I still have a... I did promise a drunk stream for one of the rewards for, what was it, the Thronathon? Which I still need to do that. What I'm planning to do is, you know, Robot Alchemic Drive?
Oh dear lord.
Or I want to play that drunk.
Oh.
I think that would be fun.
No.
Robot Alchemic drunk driving.
Take a shot for any mecha stereotype.
God. See, here's the thing. I am an extreme lightweight. Or at least I was the last time I drank. I've gained some weight. Maybe that changed something. But
Maybe, but what did you drink in the first place?
Pepsi and vodka.
Oh. Because, like, you know, you drank vodka, which I don't know how much Pepsi you used to dilute it. That shit's still strong.
Yeah, but it's like a splash of... I don't know. It doesn't matter what I drink. It doesn't take much for me, ever. I will get absolutely sloshed off of just one drink.
Goddamn.
I do not have much alcohol tolerance.
Yeah, no. Oh, shit.
I think there was one... I think I had some alcohol on stream once during... I want to say I was playing Splatoon 3?
Mm-hmm.
It was ages ago. I don't know. You can probably find the VOD if you really want to. But you can very quickly tell the effect that alcohol has on me. But, I don't know. What was I talking about? Or that? Model. Yes.
Right.
I've been thinking a lot about how I want to do a new Penny model. It's not gonna be like prepared for... I haven't even started drawing it yet. It's probably not gonna be ready to use for at least like a year.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like it's probably gonna take me at least till the end of the year to actually sit down and draw the whole thing. Because it's gonna be... I want to do something pretty different from my current model, especially in terms of just like the shading and art style. And so that's obviously going to take a lot more work, and there's not as much that can be reused from my current model. So it's gonna take a lot. There's also just some things that like I want to draw differently to facilitate better and easier rigging on Numa's part, you know? Like, on my current Light of Duty model, the boob physics are phenomenal. However, there is a slight issue where when the torso is rotated to the sides, it doesn't quite look right because you have that like hard edge or line at the side of the boob, which when it's... If I'm turned to the right, you know, then the left side, there shouldn't be that line because that should just be a smooth continuation from the boob into like the side of the torso. You know what I mean? And like that currently doesn't quite look right on the current model. And I've talked about this with Numa kind of a lot actually, but like my point. But I think we've come up with a way to do the art to make that easier to rig in a way that looks right. But point being, there's a lot of stuff that I would be having to do fresh over and just new stuff. To the point that I'm not going to be able to reuse my current model for even as just a base, really.
Okay.
I kind of spent some of the day like just figuring out what features I wanted to have, because there's so many different things that people do and implement where it's like, that's really cool, but also, would I ever realistically use that? And you know, how does that actual applicability compare to the amount of effort required both on my part to draw the assets and on Numa's part to rig it? You know, what is the ratio there?
Can't believe from a fucking perspective of I'm trying to make a joke. I can't wait for the perspective of you just shooting your gun at somebody or facing your gun at somebody.
God. I mean, that is one of the things, actually. Like, there's a few models I've seen, including, like, Sigrid's most recent one, where there's, like, she has a feature where she can point a gun towards the camera, and then, like, it follows the mouse cursor. And so, like, she can aim her gun around and, like, fire it. And it's like, that's awesome. That's sick. Would I ever use that? Would I ever... maybe I would use just a pointing the gun at the screen, but having it, like, mapped to follow the cursor, I don't think I would actually ever have a practical use for, you know?
It would be a lot of work to do that, but yeah, so...
And that's kind of like the negotiation I've been doing, or negotiation I did earlier today, is deciding, like, just listing out all the features that I could potentially want, and then just thinking about, like, would I ever use this?
Of course, the car.
There were some things that I have. Actually, one other point on, like, will I ever use this is just in general rigging for the lower body. Like, I see people put a lot of effort into, you know, like, leg movements or, like, having the feet move in terms of, like, following, you know, stepping side to side when the torso moves or whatever, right? But, like, it looks great when you're in the wide shot and you can see the entire model, but for 99.8% of your VTubing life, you're just gonna be from the hips up anyway, you know?
Okay, because, like, yeah, I do see what you mean in a sense, but this is also, like, well, how much... I feel like this is more of a question instead of, like, you know, it looking good or it being a needed feature, to it being kind of like, you know, how much time do you want to spend on this model to be a feature?
It's not...
Want to get it...
I don't know. It's...
Yeah, you're the artist here, so I should really be saying, but, hello?
Wow. Who's that? What was that?
Oh, Numa.
Oh,
Your
Numa!
worst nightmare.
Hey, we were just talking about live 2D stuff. What's up?
That's perfect timing.
Let me get your PNG going. Give me a second.
I have no idea what my PNG is.
Me neither. We'll find out together.
We'll find out what I last put there 2 years ago when I was still an active individual.
God. And when was the last time we were on a Discord call together?
Probably when you did that teaching. That's what I remember. You were, like, teaching.
Oh yeah! Oh my God, the Russian stream. God,
Yeah, one might have been it.
Maybe I should gently rewatch that because I've gone so fucking rusty. I need to get back on Russian somehow. I need to, like, watch some Russian stuff and like stream that, or like play Russian games or something. I just need to get back on that because I don't want to lose that.
I feel that.
Okay, let's see. It,
So what about Live 2D you're talking about?
yeah, I was talking about like how I've been thinking about the stuff that I want for the current model and like sorting out like how cool is this versus like how often would I realistically use it and how much effort would it take both for me to draw the assets required for it and for you to rig, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Talking a lot about that.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
I was talking about like how Sigrid and some other VTubers have the ability to point the gun to the screen and then have it follow the cursor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And how like that's really cool. I don't think I would ever have a real use for that. You know? No.
Yeah.
Hey, not bad.
Not bad.
And let me change the font size.
Looking pretty good.
Hey, I think this is different from when you were on last. Actually.
Yeah, this is different.
No, I'll put you on the other side of the table.
Yeah, because I don't got feet.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real, most PNG tubers don't, but whatever.
It's okay. I'll make one with feet.
What'd you say?
I'll make one with feet.
Oh, okay. God. Hey, Numa, you remember when we secretly rigged the Penny revision with feet, with like toe movement, and then
That's true.
didn't reveal that until like a fucking year later or more? That was funny.
That does sound. Yeah, I think that was the intention.
Mm-hmm. Just
Have you shown it since?
not. I showed it exactly once, and forever it shall remain that way.
Honestly, yeah. I did make that.
Temmie spent like 50,000 channel points or something ridiculous on it to show feet. I showed feet, and I shall never do so again.
Will the new model have feet?
No,
No, we're not keeping the feet.
we're not keeping the feet. It would not be worth it.
Can't fucking believe that.
The joke, we've already done the joke once.
We've already done the joke. Yeah, no,
You've
that's
done
true.
the joke once, you could do it twice. Take two.
Yeah,
That's-
a double take.
That's your name. That's not mine.
But I'm saying you should take two of an action.
Go with nose for next model. Awful.
Just Fire Emblem hooves, like, for feet.
Ah, it's like mouth washing.
Oh my fucking god.
Sorry, that one might be a bit dark.
Oh. I don't think we need the mouth-washing penny. Well, I mean, if you do a mouth-washing stream, that is.
No, I already played mouth washing off stream. That is not a stream game. That is too heavy for a stream game, to be honest.
Yeah. I guess who streamed that and how fish is made?
Oh yeah. Those are two
Yeah.
games that I'll never play, but I've watched like a movie's worth of video essay on.
Yeah, no, it is. It is a lot.
Yeah.
I do like to watch people play it on stream, like mouthwashing, especially because I think people like to watch it to like get your reaction when the
With the
when the
reveal.
moments. Yeah, like there's a
Yeah.
lot of moments that people like to clip.
Mm-hmm.
Man, fuck that
Just
guy
like-
named Jimbo.
Guy named Jimbo.
Ian Pico to
Oh,
hell.
I am so mad at mouthwashing for ruining the name Jim because Jim is like my favorite like fake name to use. So, like, if
the guy is Jimmy. You know, it's
Yeah,
it's different.
I love using Jimmy. He's Jim, Jimmy,
I don't
Jim
know.
Bob.
I don't think that
Anyway.
he
Yeah,
spoiled
let's
Jimmy
not-
forever. There's you
Yeah.
can have a good Jimmy. No,
have a
hashtag
good
not all
Jimmy.
Jimmys.
Also,
Not all Jimmys.
Sorry.
if it means anything, Numa, the fandom quite literally has a running gag where it's just you misspell or like just mispronounce his name to anything else that is not just Jimmy.
Yimpy. Yeah. What was she talking about with the live TV? What was it? I was talking about. It was the gun pointing, and then right.
Yeah.
I was talking about how so many VTubers put in such effort, or have such effort put into their legs and like general lower body movement, like fancy stepping or like fancy like hip movements or whatever. But like for the vast majority of your time actually using the model, it's going to be from the waist up or like the hips up. You know?
Or like I've even seen like the chest up. Like I don't even see their tummy.
Yeah. Yeah, like that kind of thing. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible with this next model because I want it to look really good, but I don't want to spend a lot of time and effort and like also money for Numa to spend his time and effort on things that will not actually be practically useful for me.
Yeah, it would be like the only reason why I would do it is like for the showcase.
Yes, exactly. Like it'll look good in the showcase and then you'll never see it again. I want to avoid as much of those kinds of features as possible.
It's usually the whips that pop off on the internet.
Like the work in progress stuff?
But if I post like the full like showcase, we ain't getting any numbers.
Yeah. I think it's because like with the showcase, it's just like, oh, it's another VTuber. Okay, like you'll only click on it if you like the aesthetic or whatever. But with a work in progress, you're gonna be highlighting some particular feature, like, hey, you know, I have fucking titty big or whatever. I don't know.
Wow.
Big.
But like, because it's specifically focusing on some interesting feature. Dog.
I'm a dog now.
Whoa. I'm putting you on the table.
Yay! Table.
Do you like to be tall?
Sure, let's do that.
You're tall now.
Oh yeah! I love being a big dog.
There. Perfect. I like having the MMO ass names overhead. It's nice. It's convenient.
It does feel like we're convening at a little MMORPG. This is Gaia Online. And I've just hit the dog transformation.
We're playing.
Yo, this Persona 6 party is kind of crazy.
God, we're playing fucking Phantasy Star on the PS2.
God, I would kill to play Phantasy Star.
I enjoyed the gameplay of PSO2 when I played it, but I just couldn't get down with it had too much, like, I think it had loot boxes or whatever, but like the cosmetics, and it's just like, I don't want to deal with this shit.
Yeah, this is why I've like played the older one thanks to Blue Burst or fucking Universe's fan servers.
I should try that. God. 2000s era sci-fi JRPGs / MMOs, or like JMMOs, have such a Kino aesthetic. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's just something so particular about like Xenosaga, Phantasy Star, all of those. It's so good. Oh, hang on. Let me deal with the Automon. catch me on Witcher 101 with the real sluts and whores. Thanks, cutie pie. What the fuck was I talking about? Model, yeah. Oh yeah! I was gonna tell about, Hey Numa, you wanna tell the story about the boob physics on the current model?
The current model?
Yeah.
You mean the one how like it changes size?
It doesn't...
Is that
The what?
the current model or the new one?
The current one.
The current model. Oh, well, one day Penny sent me a lot of videos and gifs of shaking, bajongas, and she was very particular with how she wanted it to look. So it was a lot of references, a lot of I believe High School of the Dead.
That's not true.
I don't know. That's what I actually can't remember what you sent me.
I was talking about the model from, you remember the Kurotama model?
Oh, Kuro's model, yeah. I do remember the Kuro, when Kuro used to do a lot more NSFW models.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, yeah. Was it like Jean, I think?
It was something like that. But like,
Yeah.
The gist of the story is I saw this VTuber model, this NSFW VTuber model, which had really good boob physics, and I was like, I need this. I want to look like Numa drew. Hold on, let me get the thing you drew.
I drew thing. I did? Sounds like something I'd do.
Hang on. Let me find it. I think I have it saved in the fan art. Yes, here it is.
Oh, I did draw a thing. Holy.
Hey, you remember this, Numa?
Oh, brother. Yeah, that is what happened.
I found this model that Kurotama did. Who, fantastic person, by the way.
Greatest to ever do it.
I sent it to Numa like, I want to get it like this. And so I went and DM'd Kurotama on Twitter. Like, hey, I want to have like similar physics to this. Do you have any, like, can you talk about how you did it? Do you have any advice or stuff like that? And Kuro, like, completely unprompted, just went like, if you buy the model off my thing, I will specifically send you the project files, like the dev files for the model, so that, Numa could look at it and like reverse engineer it and like see how everything works.
Yep. Right, you did buy it. Holy.
Yeah, it was like $10 or $20 or something.
Good price.
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive. But I just fucking remember. I remember I sent you the dev files, and then you're like, Penny, there's a vor slider on this. What am I doing?
There was a vor slider, a pregnancy slider, boob sizes, different penises.
Yep.
And I think it could like flip back and forth, so like you could show its ass. I think that was one Freak of Nature model. I think so.
That's crazy.
It had different tops. You could. It was definitely before its time. I can't remember if Kuro ever finished it. I don't think so.
Yeah, it did have it was definitely like very modular, and like I don't remember there being those kind of super modular customizable VTuber models, or at least not nearly as many as there are now at that point.
Not to that level.
Yeah.
Kuro was ahead of the time.
Like,
oh god.
Like, listen, if you want someone to push things in their field and like do something, like completely dedicate themselves to figuring out how to do something technically and like just make it as impressive and like open and available as possible, you gotta get a pervert. You gotta get somebody with some kind of fetish and like get them on it, because They got passion.
They got the drive.
They got the drive. That
The
drive may
fuel
be
is in the
libido,
tank.
but it is drive nonetheless, and they will
Fuel in the tank.
seriously impress you.
And maybe I need to work on that. But yeah.
Being a pervert?
Yeah, I think I gotta get better at it. I think I've gotten like really desensitized to it. I'm like, yeah, that's normal. Yeah, sure, boob slider. Yeah, sure. And, like pregnancy. I've had this idea for the longest time. I think a VTuber should have a pregnancy slider, but like I want them to like turn it up like a little bit each day until like the 9 months are up.
Fucking in real time?
Yeah, in real time. I think that would be really good. It would be really immersive for the chat, but I don't think Twitch is ready for that.
I don't know how I should respond to this circumstance of what I'm hearing right the fuck now.
Fucking God. That's...
Dude, I got a lot of ideas. I just need people to come with me, come to me with like, and, like let me do them.
Fucking Freudian
Yeah,
slip
yeah.
of the century.
Yeah, no, Numa.
Sorry, man.
I'm just like right the fuck between the both of you right now, and just like, wow.
Ah.
I need power.
I don't know what the
Stronger.
fuck to say here. That's not gonna put me in fucking put me on a list.
I don't know. This is the Penny channel. I thought that was the whole premise.
I'm
Right, it is-
sorry, huh?
What aren't we supposed to be degenerates? I thought that was the.
Hey,
I don't think good, upstanding citizens hang out at a mall that's been run down for like what seems to be a decade or two.
hey,
got a point.
we've livened up the place again.
Oh yeah,
check out the
you got
neon strips on these tables, dog. That's
yeah.
not cheap.
That's custom. Whoa.
Yeah. You can't see it off screen, but it's got a custom spoiler.
Holy, it does. Look at that. Yeah, I got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of ideas, and I don't know. I need someone to pay me to do them.
God,
But and probably for the best that they stay just as ideas.
I'm curious to hear them. I'm not saying I do them. I don't foresee a fucking penny pregnancy slider anytime soon, but I'm curious.
Yeah, no, the only way I do the pregnancy slider is if the person was actually gonna be pregnant,
That's
and they gotta promise me like we gotta time it up. It's gotta be like realistic, and then there's gonna be like an overlay that's like a
a pregnancy tracker, like widget on stream. Instead of like tracking your subs, it's like I am this many days pregnant.
Yeah. There's also gotta be like a ultrasound. No, not ultrasound. What is it? The
No, yeah,
I'm
ultrasound.
getting like fucking. I don't know why, but I'm getting like secondhand embarrassment from this.
you gotta see it in there. So like the baby's gonna get rigged too, and then like you could see him.
VTuber with ultrasound cam.
No, but it would be
Graduation
like
stream, but she just
scientifically,
gives birth.
it would
Christ.
be like scientifically correct. I would make sure that I would like check like what month does the baby start forming a head. We gotta check. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
It's just like I don't know if
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I misunderstood. Not a real ultrasound, but like a live 2D ultrasound. You're saying?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
me
You go on top.
running.
God.
Jesus Christ.
It would
This is
kick
the bad time
sometimes.
to mention that like something like this kind of exists.
What?
Chat could like do a kick redeem, and then the baby will kick.
Kick redeem. Fucking
Yeah.
god.
Not the ultrasound part, but the whole main topic of this does kind of already exist.
Yeah, no, we were talking about how there's a fucking... The model we referenced for boob physics had the fucking pregnancy slider.
Yeah, I was here. I was definitely here for that. Trust me, I got like the words I have, but just like again, I don't want to be on the list after the stream, so
That's...
you know.
We can tone it down. We can tone
No
it down.
comment.
No comment.
Yeah, because
We can talk about
So Penny, when you gonna add the boob sliders on your?
God.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I talked about this on Demo already. I think I have, but no, I did talk about this. Fuck it, I'll talk about it again. I think it would be very funny to have like a boob size slider, except instead of just like, oh, spend channel points to make it bigger, it's just like you gotta roll the gotcha of like it could go up, it could go down, it could get bigger, it could get smaller. You just gotta do the 10 pull and find out what you get.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
Penny flat as a board.
God,
Stuff of nightmares.
stuff of nightmares. I mean, that was my original model.
It was a time, and we're gonna bring you back there.
God, that was when I was too cowardly to embrace wanting to have big boobs on my VTuber model. I was like, I don't know, this might be a bit much. I'll just give her small boobs or whatever. Fucking coward.
Well, look at you now. Look at you now.
Yeah.
Look at how much you have grown.
Okay.
Each model I've been given from Penny just gets bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you remember, like from 2.0 to 3. Oh, that was an upgrade.
Yeah. The upgraded boob physics. Because the original shading on the V2 model, I call the most recent version the V2.2 or V2.1. I don't remember.
I think it's 2.3. Can't remember.
It's something, but like I did completely redraw the boobs, partially for those physics, but also just because the original shading on them was very flat and poorly done. It was like not very well done.
You couldn't really convey the shape, the size.
Yeah, there wasn't much dimensionality to it. I looked at a lot of reference images to try and nail it in a way that I thought would look good, and I'm pretty happy with the end result actually. Surprisingly crucial is like there's a little bit of shading you got to do like around the top where it like meets the arms. Like I don't know how to describe that part, but like having some shading there is kind of crucial.
Yeah, it makes it look like it's coming out at you, like
yeah, it's something
you
about
know how,
it.
like Bob Ross will like do that with the water so that it'll look like it's further away from the trees.
He'd be proud.
It's just like that. He would be proud.
Yeah, Timmy, I'll get you number 6 from Yums. No problem.
6 from Yums.
Yeah.
You like what I'm drawing?
Let me take a look. Oh no, not the chicken jockey.
Penny jockey.
Penny jockey.
It's really small on stream, but it's very beautiful.
I can see it. I like that you gave me the fucked up, like, tiny Minecraft eyes.
Yeah, I think you look like this. I think this is the face.
That's true.
Wood? Is this a hear me out, Penny?
Huh?
This...
No, I can't believe this is Penny's Hear Me Out stream.
What? Who said wood?
I don't know.
I didn't say anything.
Someone wrote this. Who wrote this? Whose layer is this?
I can tell you Temmie just wrote sexo.
That was Tammy? Yeah, that's Tammy. That's
Yeah,
Tammy's
that's
Hear Me
Tammy.
Out. Tammy, are you okay?
Are you alright? Are you well? Do you have brain damage?
Tammy, are you referring to Penny Minecraft or Penny or the chicken? There's 2 people.
God. The chicken is a people.
The chicken is a people, and I'm tired of acting like they aren't.
Oh, God. Okay. What the fuck was I
Oh, we really derailed Penny today.
I don't think there were rails in the first place. We're on some maglev shit.
Oh, it's levitating, yes.
Another thing I think I want to do is I kind of want to consolidate some of the hand toggles and like have them only on the one side. It's a little overkill to have the hand toggles be like, especially because I so rarely use them. Putting in the effort. My current model is mostly symmetrical aside from the sleeves, but my next model is going to be a lot more asymmetrical with the arms. And so I kind of want to have like specifically like, oh, this will be on this hand, this will be on this hand. You know, and that it also simplifies like hotkeys for me as well. But one thing I want to do is I want to have like a hand holding a microphone for karaoke streams, because I think that'd be nice.
I think that'd be nice too.
What
kind of like?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, how do you hold the microphone? Curious.
How do you mean?
I don't know. Like some people like to hold it up close. Some people like to hold it like up to the side. Some people like a standing mic. Standing mics are also a thing. Think about that.
Standing mics is what I have like currently on my karaoke scene, because obviously that's just easiest to do.
Yeah, but like if it was on the model, you could really like hold it, and like it'd be like very very crooner.
Yeah, I think I would do like a wireless, like handheld mic.
Ooh.
I actually consulted earlier today one Mr. Arthur Abbott, because he has microphone autism, much like I have gun autism. And I was like, hey, what's a ooh, actually I almost gave the game away a little bit, but what's an on theme kind of model? Whoa! Hey, snack. Wow, I fucked that up. Sneku Snafu Snaku. Thank you for the raid. How's it going? Oh, you're having a good night. Cadets. No, I'm not gonna go into Nelson's whole thing. Okay.
Trying to summon Nelson almost every time you rip him off.
God, one of these days I'm gonna he's gonna show up and it's gonna be the reckoning.
It's gonna be like a fucking Dark Souls boss fight.
When he shows up, we'll have to fight in Tekken for like who gets to have this concept of inviting VTubers onto a stream and stealing their clout. What was I talking about before the raid? God.
The microphone.
Microphone. Yeah, the microphone. I asked Arthur, like, hey, what would be like an appropriate microphone for this? And he's like, dude, if you want like a handheld mic, the fucking SM58 has been the standard for 70 years. Like that is just the wireless handheld mic. And it's just like, if you imagine a handheld microphone, you're probably imagining what an SM58 looks like. And I was like, oh, do you have anything else? Because I like things to look interesting and unique, of course. Because
you're not like other VTubers.
I'm not like other VTubers.
You have guns.
No, I'm exactly the same.
Yeah, I like imprinting things with some sense of my own individuality, if that makes sense.
Fair.
Yeah, I ended up. I'm kind of worried I was just bothering him, to be honest, because I was sending him a lot of stuff, and then I went, oh, actually, I could probably figure this out on my own, but thank you. But I ended up landing on this. He told me about the SE V7, which looks really neat. It has like the sort of grill part of the microphone is black, but there's like a sort of foam part inside that's colored red, which I think looks cool. I can kind of color shift that to pink and it looks good. And then there is like a version of that that's like you can kind of mix and match with different wireless microphone bases. And so I got one of those that looks kind of interesting. It has like a little wireless dongle and a little like LCD screen. I don't know if it's LCD or like dot matrix, but like a little tiny screen at the bottom of it. Kind of like a radio. 'Cause you're supposed to like control like what channel it's on or whatever because it's a wireless mic. But yeah, I get very particular about that kind of stuff.
Microphone.
Microphone. Microphone.
Why do they call it a microphone when it's pretty big? You thought about that?
I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. Why is it called a
micro about
microphone?
It's implying that there's like a larger phone. A macrophone.
Supposedly it's because micro obviously means small and then phone means sound. So it's like it's
Phone
dealing
means
with
sound.
small sounds, I guess.
That's actually pretty interesting.
And then I guess telephone would be like it's the same as like television, where it's like
to move the phone and to
Yeah.
move the vision.
something like that.
Wow. And they said we weren't learning anything today. Look at that.
Yeah. I can check that shit
Who
out.
makes these names?
I don't know, the people who invent the technology, I guess. Usually.
We should invent something so you could name it the penny box.
Penny box. Hey Numa, what do you think? You ever seen like arcade sticks, like fight game controllers?
Sure, at the arcade.
Yeah, or like not like built into an arcade cabinet, but like the kind that fighting game players will like plug into a PS3 or whatever. I don't know why I said PS3, like a PS5.
I don't think maybe I might have seen one passingly, but not. I don't own one.
Yeah, no, I didn't think you did. But like, look up fight sticks.
Okay. Oh wait, I gotta go get something.
Oh, go for it.
Water.
Water. I was kind of thinking about, I want to have a controller, like a hand holding controller kind of toggle on my model. But maybe I should do, I'm wondering if I should do like a fight stick instead of a normal controller. It'd be harder to
like a
rig.
fight-
It'd be a lot harder
it
to
might be
rig,
hard to
actually.
rig, but like, it would look cooler.
It would look cool. I don't know. It's tricky. I have commissioned some art for my fight stick. I'm getting a commission of Lelouch from Code Geass. And I was just looking through various artists like who like have done fight stick art until I eventually just went, I should just ask a normal artist. And so I found this artist who had done basically 90% of what they had drawn, or maybe not 90%, a lot of what they had drawn. Like, hold on. I save images I like or art I like of like my fucking Blurbo characters into a folder, and I like categorize them by the artist and like have a number after them. Let's see. For this artist, I have 109 different pieces of Lelouch art from them saved. So they're active. They draw a lot of Lelouch x Suzaku fucking yaoi type shit. And like, that's the kind of guy I needed. And so I reached out to him, like, this Japanese guy, just like, hey, would you be interested, like, do you have commissions open? Do you do commissions outside of Skeb? Because if I'm gonna be spending a lot of money on this, and like, I want to be able to have like revisions in Skeb, you can't do that. And he was just like super gracious, super nice. And I was like, and when he was like, oh, what's your budget? And I gave him a range. He picked a price at the bottom of my range, and I was like, dude, oh my god. So that he did say that he didn't have availability for a while, so he will be starting that towards the end of this month. But I am very excited to see how that turns out, because he's a really good artist.
I'm back. I got the water.
Water.
Yeah. I know you probably don't do that in America, huh? The water delivery.
The what?
Water. You got water delivered to your house?
I suppose I do, in the form of a faucet.
Right. We got faucet water, but you can't drink that. That shit's nasty.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have drinking water. It gets delivered in like gallons.
Where is it you live again?
The Philippines.
The Philippines. That's what I thought.
That explains so much.
The Philippines. So you're telling me the Philippines have milkmen for water?
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. It's just, it never would have occurred to me.
There's different water brands. Some of them taste good, and some of them taste bad.
Yeah. I also get a lot of like, not like the small bottles of water, but like the gallon jugs of water, because I don't trust the tap water in my building, not for like conspiracy reasons, but because I'm pretty sure they got lead pipes here still.
Not the lead pipe.
And I don't want to drink that, so, you know. But I was not aware that was a thing. Thank you for the drink us water and the snack was yum. What do I have for snacks? I guess I still have some fucking peanut butter. Pretzels. Good old Costco. Yum.
Sorry, my mom asked to confirm that I did get the water.
Yeah, no sweat.
Yeah.
But no, the reason I brought up the arcade stick is because I was thinking, what if having
we have that on the model? We could. I've seen it before. You play a lot of fighting games?
I do. I play some fighting games. I just know that it would be, the main thing holding me back from that is that I think it would be a lot of effort in terms of both the drawing and the rigging to get that to work.
It would probably be roughly the same as the controller.
I don't know. I feel like for the controller, with the angle you hold it, you only have to animate like the one finger going back and forth between like the R1 and L1 button, or vice versa, right? Or R1, R2. Whereas with like the fight stick, you would have to animate the whole hand to like pressing,
moving around
buttons.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it would just be left hand on the stick and then the right hand on the buttons.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
think I've already talked myself out of it, honestly.
Well, that's good.
Rebicon.
I'm looking through these. They get very creative with the design.
Oh yeah, fight stick stuff is really sick. Fight sticks are one of those where it is very much is like that thing I was talking about earlier of like imbuing your own individuality into the thing.
Yeah, the image is different. There's different like knob sizes and lengths. The buttons could be like really small. It could be really big. Some of them are colored. Some of them are textured.
Yeah.
Holy shit! There's a picture here. It's just like a really big one, like a ridiculously large.
Like a gigantic fight stick.
Yeah, it's very funny.
I think I think I might have seen that, or at least like some version of that.
You get that. You should get that for your model.
God. Carry it over my
Photo.
back like a fucking Buster Sword.
Yeah.
I've seen fight sticks like built into various swords. Like there was at least one for I think Grand Blue Fantasy, the fighting game. Like this one character's sword, just that, but with a fighting game controller built into it. People will build fighting game controllers into fucking so many different things.
Mm-hmm. Anything to run those hands.
Yum.
I finished my coffee.
Coffee.
Now I'm sleepy. You drink coffee?
No, I don't really like the taste of coffee.
Right. You're more into
Pepsi.
Pepsi?
Yep.
mm,
Coffee is so like just bitter to me. And like it's to the point where by the time you put enough sugar and milk and everything else into it to make it like
No more
tolerable. Like at that point I might as well just have a soda with some caffeine in it.
That's true. That's true. It's definitely something you have to like kind of get used to over time, as your taste buds get numb to the bitterness, the same way your tongue might get numb to like sugar.
Oh, here's the
It'll-
gigantic fight stick.
Oh, it might just be a regular sized fight stick and a very very small man. We don't know.
It would have
No,
to be
that's
several small men, and also a small chair, and a small table, and a small,
It could be a very specific tournament. You never know, Penny.
That's true.
Maybe you're
It
small.
could be... Huh?
Huh?
I thought I heard someone else talk. Weird.
Are you hearing things?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Bro, there's a ghost in her house.
Can't believe it.
3 years of VTubing will do that to you.
4
Yeah.
years. 4.5.
4.5 years? Holy shit.
I started
That's-
December 2020.
You started December 2020? I started... When did I start? I made my account November 2021, I think.
Yeah, December was my first stream. Was December 12th? 14th? 14th, I think.
Holy. Yeah, that was a different time. People had a lot more... There were a lot more VTubers. A lot more time to stream.
Do you think there were more VTubers?
It feels like there were more VTubers back then because I was just present more in the community. And I feel like there are more VTubers now, but like I feel like the ones that are coming are like a little bit more serious at it.
That's fair. Yeah, I think
I'm more-
I think
I'm more
pandemic was
so-
sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm more so referring to like people I knew. Like yeah, there were more of them. Now they're not here.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, it's just hard to keep up.
Definitely, and they got lives, and they probably went back to work.
Yeah.
You know, they stopped being jobless.
I
Whatever.
still have not, unfortunately. I'm trying.
Welcome
but-
to the modern era.
Welcome to the modern era. You know, I don't know what they're doing. They don't really tell you. But hey, it's okay, man. I'm jobless too. For now, I'm still in college.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's-
Almost done though. Almost done.
Hey, nice.
Got one more year.
Yeah, it's tricky, cause like maybe it's not tricky. It's just kind of rough, just because let me get this fighting game controller man out of here. Cause like the accident happened like just after I graduated college, you know, like would have been prime time for finding a job, and then also like pandemic happened during when would have been prime time for me to get some kind of internship. And so
yeah.
And then now that I'm kind of back into it and like more ready for a job physically and mentally, it's also when it's just like even harder to find a job.
Nobody's hiring.
Nobody's hiring. It's even more competitive because, everybody's using AI for their cover letters and their resumes and everything. If not just using them to mass apply to jobs.
Yeah, I hated that shit. They told us to do that in my uni. They were like, yeah, you should be using the buzzwords and you should like spam that shit everywhere. And I'm like, brother.
Yeah, I know that's the way to success, but it deadens my soul.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
It's not right. It's not right.
Yeah,
I blame business majors. It's all their fault. Stop optimizing shit.
Admiral Temmie asks, has Expedition 33 changed your opinion of the French? No.
It's such a... what type of question is that?
I haven't seen any gameplay of this Expedition 33.
It's a good game, but like, still, what type of question is that?
It's a funny
thoughts
question.
on the French? Thoughts on the French?
Temmie is Quebecois, for reference.
Temmie is French.
French Canadian.
French Canadian. Oh, I like Canadians though. That's fine.
But do you like the French?
What do me? I played the 5th.
Okay.
I don't think you can plead the 5th here. You got an answer?
Yeah. I don't know any French people specifically, so I wouldn't know from real experience.
I like the French guns. I like the FAMAS. I like the Monoron MR73.
I watched Les Miserables and I thought it was pretty good.
Is lame? It's set in France, but is that even?
It's
I don't think it's made by French people. I think
no, but they play French people.
Oh my god.
So you're okay with French people as long as they're not real.
I've never met one, bro. We don't have them here. They don't come here.
I don't think that's how it works.
What is in France? The Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
The Mona Lisa?
I've heard rumors.
Is the Mona Lisa? Mona Lisa. Is the Mussolina? Fuck. The Mona Lisa. Is that in France? Is that in the fucking Louvre?
Is the Mona Lisa in France?
Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa, and he was Italian, right?
He was Italian. Yeah, no, it literally here. Photographfrance.com. Why does France own the Mona Lisa and not Italy?
Yeah, that's my question.
Some king. Something about a king.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he made it. Leonardo made it in France.
Oh, okay. So it was an Italian guy, but a French location. Okay, fair enough.
Right. Yeah, they can cross
also,
borders.
thank you, Kitty Pie, for the fucking Alone on a Friday Night. God, you're pathetic on the Aggie. That's phenomenal.
Really good.
I want to draw like a little guy at the bottom.
Go
the
nuts.
boot.
Crushing someone underfoot.
Yeah.
God. This is art. This is a collaboration, people.
I wish it was larger on screen so people could see this.
Yeah.
But I guess they just have to click the link. They didn't have big TVs at the malls, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean that TV's pretty big. It's just above and behind
Far
us.
away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta grab a TV from the TV store.
Yeah. That was kind of a thing. I was debating how big I wanted that to be. I decided I wanted to have it smaller because, like, on Denny's, the Aggie was like very large. You could very easily see all of it, but it was also like, it took up a lot of the background to the point like you couldn't. A lot of the stream was just the Aggie.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
because I put so much effort into this background, I didn't want to completely obscure it by having like a third of the screen be the Aggie.
It is a very background. How did you make it?
I started out in a program called SketchUp, which is fucking awful. I roughed it out in that, using some
3D
various
program and being awful is awesome. Is like a match made in heaven, bro.
Yeah, it used to be less awful, because there was like a free downloadable version, which worked better than the current free version, because you can download it and run it on your computer. The version that is free and available now, that you can actually use with their online like library of 3D stuff, which they have cut off access for the older programs.
Always gotta have the library.
Whoa.
Hate it when they do that.
The free version you can get now is only available to run in your browser. Yahoo! Which means it runs like fucking dog shit. So
that's horrid.
And you can't save files. You can't. Because it's in browser, it's all like on the cloud, and it just fucking sucks.
Right.
And you're
for those
limited
reasons, they
in
can't,
how you can export stuff. So
can't let you have it.
You can't export to OBJ. You can only export to like a proprietary format. So like importing it into other stuff is a pain in the ass unless you pay fucking something ridiculous. Like, hold on, let me look up what their pricing is on SketchUp. Give me a second. SketchUp subscription cost. Let's see. $18 a month. Or sorry, hang on, wait.
Yeah.
The $18 a month is for iPad and web only. Does not include the desktop 3D modeler app.
Womp womp.
For the desktop app, you have to pay $50 a month.
$50 a month?
Me.
It's insane. Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. I'm glad that VTube Studio or Live 2D, the program, is still reasonable, but I could totally see it go in that direction in the next 20 years. I hate subscription software. I think it needs to die.
Me too, but it never will.
No, we gotta make open source software.
That's true.
That's good.
Yeah, support open source software. Support
there's
your blenders and your gimps.
Support your blenders and I love Blender. I should get GIMP. But I'm
GIMP
using Psy currently.
is not as good as Photoshop in a lot of ways. It's got a lot of insufficiencies, although they are working on it.
That's good.
But support Godot over Unity. You know,
there's a Live 2D alternative that's open source.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Is it?
Yeah.
It's like something to do with Kitsune.
Yeah, something like that. It's been, yeah, the dev is still working on it, but I believe they are just one dev.
Mm-hmm.
So God bless their soul, and I hope in the next decade it's really fucking good that I can switch.
Yeah, I believe I have seen that project. I can't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it doesn't. Also, if it starts working with VTube Studio, I would jump immediately.
Yeah.
What
was I about to say? Yeah. This background. I roughed it out in SketchUp. Hey, Rubbish, how's it going? Trying to sign for deadline at midnight. That's fucking mood. I roughed it out with SketchUp using like 3D assets, just stock 3D assets, and then I did the bulk of the work in Unity because that was the thing I did the Penelope 3D room background in, and it was just the thing I was most familiar with in terms of getting stuff like the lighting and other effects to look good. I would not recommend Unity for game creation at this point in time
Never.
because of how fucked up their monetization policies have been. But for me, just using an old version for the purposes of this, it worked fine, and I was fine doing that because it's just like it's the workflow I know. I didn't want to have to just learn Godot for this. But yeah, I did a lot
could
of.
try learning Godot. I need to use it more.
I'm planning to try and bang out a prototype in Godot this weekend because there has been this game idea that's been rattling around my brain for ages.
It's quite good.
And I'm tired of it not existing.
It's a very Python core, so
Yeah, that is the one thing is I fucking hate Python.
you hate Python?
I hate
Bro.
Python. Just give me my semicolons, dog.
Do you not like? I don't mind there not being semicolons. What I don't like about Python is that it's not a type. What was that? Like the types aren't like strict.
Yeah, it's got loose typing.
Yeah,
I don't
force
like
it,
loose
though.
typing. I don't like significant white space in place of just like having semicolons and like open brackets, closed brackets, you know?
But it is fast. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like Python's very good for prototyping, but like once you get to tightening things up, it's just like, please.
Chill time, rest here night. Well, thank you for coming. Hope you have a good night. Rest up. But yeah, I do not like Python.
The snake.
What is Scrum? Oh God.
What is Scrum? Come into Scrum, brother.
Thanks, Nima.
Come into Scrum. We did that a year ago. But oh, is Scrum the meeting? No, Agile is the framework. You Scrum when you meeting. You do a meeting and you say, I'm gonna do this, and then you don't do it. And the meeting goes way too long. They're gonna be like, this meeting's only 10 minutes. No, it's not. It's like a weekly report. And then you gotta be like, guys, we made a lot more progress at this.
Thanks, Numa. Extreme programming is when you have a laptop on a skateboard. Yeah. I'm tired, man.
Same here.
Also, Numa, Numa, you still with us?
Numa?
I think Numa dropped.
Oh no, I can't believe Numa died.
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
Oh, there.
Hello?
Hi, I hear you.
They heard me get mad about Scrum, and then they took out my Wi-Fi. I hate this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Discord is
heard me.
from hater,
They
sadly.
heard me. Do you think Discord uses Scrum?
Probably.
It feels like a software that uses Scrum.
Yeah.
This is why we must destroy Discord. I mean, you know.
Hey, Discord, you're doing great. Smile.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Skype is literally dead now.
It is
It literally is.
for Microsoft shit. What's it called again? Like TeamSpeak?
Teams. I hate Teams more.
Teams.
Ugh.
Runs like shit. Try to open it on a browser. Oh, shit like chugs.
Teams. Dear lord.
Yeah, well, we're still better than that, at least. God. You gotta love and shitification.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Oh yeah, the original question was about the background. Yeah, I Roughed it out in SketchUp, did the bulk of the work in Unity of just adding lighting, adding in a lot of 2D assets, and adding in some more like stock 3D stuff. That's the thing. Like, don't be afraid to use stock assets. Like, I remember the thing that really kind of illuminated me on this was, you know, the game Inscription?
Yeah.
I was watching some random video about like the ARG of it, you know, like how, oh, you got all these secrets and stuff. But the one of the like secrets was hidden in the credits, and it was in a list of credits for stock 3D assets that they had used in the game. And like the actual like ARG Easter egg isn't really relevant, but like I saw that and I was like, oh no, they didn't like just use, they didn't make everything from scratch. They used a ton of just like stock 3D assets to like fill in gaps.
They
And
still made
like,
a great game.
yeah, and it's a great game, and I would have never realized if I hadn't seen that video pointing out like, oh, this part of the credits has this. And so I was like, yeah, damn, I don't need to make every single thing myself. And now that like I made the Penelope bedroom before that, you know, but that's I'm kind of thinking about that in terms of like actually making a full game, you know, like it's kind of freeing, honestly, to not feel like it's some kind of failing or hack or cheat to rely on like a lot of stock assets, and not
I think
not
if
just
used
like
tastefully, it's good.
yeah, and not just as like placeholders, but as final product kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely how you use it, and not a problem with the thing itself. Like the problem is when people just throw it in and just like, yep, that looked good, but like you gotta
like asset flipped, kind of just throwing it in and just fuck it, send it, without really considering how to make
there's
it.
an art to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You like what I'm drawing?
Let me take a look. Oh, big.
Big. Yeah. Way too big.
I recently found out that, you know, in Metal Slug, when there's like the power up that like goes, oh, big, and like your character gets fucking fat because you eat too much food or whatever. Apparently that's just a straight upgrade. Like, it was originally gonna like make you slower, but in the actual game, it just makes you deal more damage.
The bullets get bigger, and depending on the weapon, it does change a bit, like the way it works a little bit.
Cool.
That's crazy.
I love the Metal Slug series. It's really fun.
It's got really good sprite work.
It is one of the most jaw-dropping sprite work. People still trying to figure out how they did it.
Yeah, they were on some shit back then.
Yeah, we're not on it anymore because of the FEA.
Winners don't do drugs.
That's what they want you to think.
God.
Oh yeah, I'm cooking.
the melatonin
Yeah,
started to kick in.
Oh god, if anything, I am gonna go a little eepy, so I might actually head off.
Yeah, no worries. Get some sleep. Get some eat.
I do hope y'all have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for coming.
No problem.
Thanks for coming.
Night night. Let me slide you over I fucking... Yeah. On the new model, we should have a sleepy expression. Like, get the bags in the eyes, make them, like, droop a little bit.
Oh,
That
definitely.
drooly mouth, you know.
Yeah, a bit of honk streamy me.
Yeah.
It's like sleepy, like eyes closed, or like sleepy, like I should go to bed.
Like, sleep deprived, or, like, just looking tired.
You already got eye bags, so kind of.
Yeah, well, I only use the eye bags on the like the despair toggle.
Yeah, that's true. Gotta.
We should also make that. We should make the despair toggle also just like make the expressions more deranged.
Oh shit, bro! I need that to get super deranged. That'd be
Get
so
on
good.
Get on some fucking like. You ever seen the manga for Umineko and some like the Beatrice faces? Like, oh my god, man.
Yeah. I can imagine it. That would go super hard, and I think it might be one of the greatest things. I don't think it's been done before.
Like just having a crazy mode.
Like I don't know, like super crazy mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the models I'm seeing right now are going more in the Mimi direction. I'm seeing like, like the sexy faces. It'll look like a lip bite. Oh, that'd be. Sometimes I see those, or like the mogging face, like the mog you.
God. When I was looking through live 2D stuff earlier today, I saw one that like specifically she specifically rigged her model so that when she like leaned all the way back and looked down, she had a double chin.
Yeah. Was that That's Art Gun. It's Art Gun's model.
It might have been someone else even.
I remember Art Gun did that, but yeah, that's great. I love a double chin. It's very goofy.
Yeah.
It's definitely sort of my sort of vibe. I would do that to my model.
Yeah. Yeah, but like crazy evil villain face would be fun. Especially as part of the despair thing.
Still haven't played Danganronpa.
Yeah.
on my
Danganronpa
Steam.
is very important to me. I'm not gonna say it's like without
Changed your life?
flaws. It's very flawed.
It does seem like very like from what I've seen, it looks very campy in like a good way.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's very much the kind of game that hits hard if you're like an adolescent.
I'm not an adolescent anymore.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Oh,
But like
no.
that is part of how it embedded itself so deeply in my brain.
Yeah, that happens.
It is definitely like teenage media. At least to some extent. In terms
to
of
some
like
extent.
audience. I don't know.
That makes sense. Teenagers do love that shit. What do you have planned for the video game that you were gonna make? Or is that a secret?
The general idea is a survival horror kind of thing that is centered around a like secret base like room customization.
Okay. So you're kind of like setting up your room for the monsters. It's like that.
It's more like you go out, you deal with the monsters, you manage to make it safe back to like your safe room, and then you can like customize it and just like take a breather. It's like
okay,
if the
it's like a safe.
RE2 save room was also like an Animal Crossing house or like a Pokemon Emerald secret dungeon or secret
That's cute.
base.
That's cute.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that would be good. That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I think it would be funny if the monster did show up.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a totally different game. We'd have to like you'd have to.
That's more like tower defense.
It would become like a tower defense, and then I think you could set up. It would be funny if like you would set up traps like your like that one movie Home Alone 2. With the I actually haven't seen it, but I know like the one where you make the doorknob really hot, and then the fucking
the first movie. That's Home Alone 1.
the monster goes like rawr, and then like he touches the doorknob, he's like ow.
And there's Joe Pesci.
Yeah, and then like a bucket flies, smashes in the face.
Sorry, I was just so something about the way you were just like, you know, that one movie, Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Best
That's
Christmas
a-
movie.
I haven't seen it.
It's good. It's a really good movie.
When
You don't have to bother watching the first movie. The Home Alone 2 is just the first movie, but better.
See, I was right in saying Home Alone 2.
Yeah, well, the specific trap you referenced was from 1. But
Whatever. They're all the same.
yeah.
And then and then something happens. Wasn't the president one of them? We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, this cameo in Home Alone 2 because it was set in New York.
It was set in New York. Nah, bro. Terrible parents, by the way. Can't believe they let their
It
kid.
wasn't on purpose.
Wasn't that felt on purpose?
They in the first movie, it's some other random kid came up when they were like doing their head count for the trip. So that's how they thought that Kevin was with them.
Right, it's Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin McAllister.
I thought his name was Eric.
Eric? Where are you getting Eric?
I don't know, man. I haven't seen any of these movies. The only time I've seen any like Apple movie from this time was like over the shoulder of my parents when they watched it, and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
God.
Or like 5 seconds on the Disney Channel when I'm scrubbing through, and I'm like, ew, real people.
Yeah. Well, like the first movie is just like, oh, his parents do a head count, but don't notice that one of the kids is not theirs.
Okay, that's just stupid.
It makes sense in context. Like it's a kid that kind of looks like Kevin from the back, but it's just like one of the neighbors' kids who comes up while they're like doing their head count before they get into the van to like go on their road trip to wherever it is for Christmas. And so like
How many kids do they have?
it's like a dozen kids because it's like the whole extended family.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But like in the first movie, it's just like, it's that simple, right? But in the second movie, it's like this whole convoluted series of events that manages to result in Kevin accidentally getting on a different plane and ending up, and nobody, it's this whole thing where it's like, oh, this other guy is wearing the same coat as his dad. So he accidentally follows the other guy when he's messing with the VCR and changing the batteries and like borrowing his dad's bag. But then like when he gets to the gate, he's rushing to get on the plane, so he runs into the flight attendant and all the tickets go up in the air and drops everything. And so she's like, "Oh, it's fine. We'll just let you on." And then like still only sees the not his dad from the back when he's on the plane, confirming like, oh yeah, no, my dad, I see him. And like then on the other plane with the parents, it's a shame we couldn't get seats together, you know, that kind of thing. And it's just like, it's not until they get to... Oh. Stream dropped. Hello. Stream is suddenly disconnected. Hello?
I'm really
Okay.
proud of this drawing.
Hi, are we good? Are we back?
Hello. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on screen.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that wasn't... I don't think that was Twitch. I think that was just my internet. Because everything dropped. The YouTube, the Discord, fucking all of
The
it.
Discord. Yeah, it was all of it.
I don't know what
hate
that was
you.
about.
And how much are you paying for Wi-Fi?
It's bundled with my apartment rent. But like,
Huh.
I'm not even on Wi-Fi. We got like fiber here. I'm
You got
on
fiber?
Ethernet. Yeah.
Holy. We don't got Ethernet fiber.
Yeah. Oh well. What was I was rambling about Home Alone 2. It's not fucking important.
Absolutely not. A 10. V10. This is the V10.
And
Weak.
God. I like how small the head is.
That was the intention.
God, I hate the toes being out. That's foul.
Why not? Put a little face on them.
No! Oh, god damn. Now it just looks like a ditto.
Oh, it is a little ditto. Hello. The dogs came out to say hello.
Awful.
Awful. Well, that's what they said about Da Vinci too when he was still alive.
I don't think that's true.
Were you there?
Were you there?
I won't tell.
Then I won't either.
Shit.
I guess we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse. But I think in the next 20 years, when the aliens come and they see like the wasted, waste barren lands that once was the Earth, they find the hard drive of the Aggie server, and they see this picture, and they're like, "Wow, this must be the finest art in all of."
It's their fucking Venus of Willendorf.
Yeah, and then I'll have like multiple copies of this. Like people will be trying to copy this exact image. They can't do it. Many have tried. Always copied, never replicated.
Awful. Foul.
Foul. They're gonna make a live action movie for this with aliens, of course.
What they think, yeah.
You'll be like, wow, so good. I love this photo. I think this is real. Do you think because that's the trend, each penny model just gets larger. Am I wrong?
I like how you call it a photo, as if someone like took a picture with a camera.
Yeah, someone took a photo. Yeah, this is a photo. It's an image.
Awful.
Awful? Come on. You know it's true. You know it's true.
Oh, jeez.
Penny P10 is gonna look just like this. Mark my words, chat.
I look like the fucked up IKEA bear.
You mean Junkelskug?
Yeah, that guy.
Junkelskug. Oh, Junkelskug. Love that guy. Maybe. And then we could sell, so we could sell plushies of this. It'd be like a huge bear, like the size of that bear, but like it's Penny. I'd buy it.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's very pretty. Very pretty.
Oh god, it's late. I need to go. I should go to bed.
You should go to bed, man.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
It'd be fun to draw Penny in a swimsuit. Or some kind of swimsuit design.
Oh, did you see the golden swimsuit trend going around on the internet?
Oh yeah, I mean that's becoming like an annual thing at this point for Golden Week.
Yeah, Golden Week. Yeah. That would be.
That was
good.
definitely a thing last year too.
Really? I wasn't paying attention then. I don't know much about swimsuits, so I don't know what kind of swimsuit Penny would wear. Maybe if
Yeah.
someone more experienced than us in the field of swimsuits.
Yeah, I think I'd
Could-
want to
could
do
inform me.
like swimsuit or like bikini, but like have like a Hawaiian shirt over it and like a shoulder holster kind of thing.
I think a nicely styled one piece is better than a two piece.
That's fair.
That's my take.
That's fair.
It could, because it's really form fitting. I think it looks nice.
That's true.
Yeah. That's the fourth yawn tonight. I think you should go to bed.
That's true. I will go to bed. All right. Thank you for coming to Dead Mall, everybody. Hope you had a good time. Sorry about the stream weirdness toward the end there. Oh yeah, raid. Fuck. Let's see who we should raid. It.
You got me on it too. I just woke up. Holy.
Go back to bed.
I gotta get going. And she finds someone.
Oh, Pokies. Pokies playing 1000X Resist. Let's raid Pokey. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.
Good night,
Have a good
everybody.
one. I'll see you tomorrow.
your
'cause
vegetables.
I'll do this again tomorrow night, I think. To gauge
your
availability
vegetables.
of people. Eat your vegetables.
Call your mom
Call your
if
mom.
you are on good terms,
If you're on good terms.
and maybe your dad too.
If you got one of those.
Or if you got two of those.
True. Good for them.
We don't know. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay, yeah, good night.
Good night.